Got a fun class planned for you today. There's a bit of a trend going around that I've seen on the interwebs called moonwalking. So we're going to be playing with half moon pose in a really dynamic way and flowing through some vinyasas that are just a little bit creative. So less focus on technique accuracy, more focus on just coordination and working with your breath and your body, having a good time. And yeah, hopefully relaxing through playfulness. So if you'd like to begin seated and sitting up nice and tall with your shoulders dropped, close your eyes, placing your hands on your knees with your palms down. And if you'd like to, you can bring your first finger and your thumb together in Chin Mudra. And just settling into your body, settling into a natural breathing rhythm. Beginning to observe some of the sounds around you. Noticing sounds further away, and then drawing your awareness closer and closer, tracing the sounds, moving in closer towards where you're situated. Seeing if you can sense any objects around you. Noticing the feeling of your clothes touching your body. The very soft and subtle feeling of the air on your skin. Hey, Sam. And then begin to relax into your legs, relax into your hips, and feeling the connection of your seat to the earth beneath you, and feeling in and tapping into that sense of groundedness from that connection. And feeling a gentle lift into your upper body, letting your arms be heavy and soft. And as your body is situated in an upright position, feeling that connection to the sky around you and above you, the lightness, and marrying the two experiences together to feel that nice balance of heaviness and lightness, something we can draw on and carry throughout our practice. And now beginning to tune into your breath, just noticing your breath to begin, not making any changes, just taking some nice mindful breaths. And starting to deepen your breath, moving into full yoga breathing. Inhaling completely and exhaling completely. Inhale, drawing the breath all the way down into the lower lobes of your lungs. Feel your belly expand. Exhaling, feeling your belly softly contract, emptying out your lungs, emptying out the breath. And doing that a few more times. Let's do it one more time. And then we'll move into 5 rounds of mantra breathing, sounding the mantra Om Hari Om for the entire length of our exhalation. So let's exhale completely. Take a breath in. Om Hari Om. Again, inhale. Om Hari Om. Om Hari Om. Om Hari Om. One last time. Om Hari Om. Coming back to your regular breathing pattern. And taking our legs out in front. And with your feet to the floor, just in a nice tucked position, turning to the right, just taking a gentle spinal twist. And coming back to center, turning to the left. One more time each way. Pressing gently against your knees to help you rotate. And to the other side, one more time. Good. Come back to center. Bring the soles of your feet together. Coming into butterfly, lift and lengthen through your spine as you press your knees down toward the floor. Lifting nice and tall, breathing, and folding forward. Pressing your elbows gently into your knees or the legs at any point, and just gently encouraging your knees to move towards the floor as you encourage that forward fold, lengthening through your spine, gently drawing the chin in toward your chest. And staying here, but releasing your hands, walking your hands forward. Lengthen, 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 and gently rock from side to side. Just doing a little butterfly warm up for our practice. Good. Slowly come up. One more little twist. So we'll go over to the right first, pressing into your foot, and the right hand pressing down behind you. Come back to center and change sides, pressing the right hand into the left foot, left hand pressing down into the floor as you lift and rotate. And come back to center. Hands behind you, lift and lengthen through your chest, opening up through your heart center, pressing into the floor, lift and open. Nice big stretch, heart wide open. And slowly release. Bring your knees together. Give yourself a little hug. And come over onto all fours. Taking just a few cat-cows, inhaling, looking forward, and exhaling, rounding through your spine. Very informal. Feel free to wriggle around a little, move around a little if you like. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. And taking your hands forward just a little, tuck your toes and lifting up into a warm up downward dog. Keeping your knees bent to begin with, lifting into your hips. Check that your fingers and thumbs are spread nice and wide. Press the floor away, creating that outward spinning pressure through your hands. And begin to draw your belly and your thighs in toward each other. Nice big stretch. And then coming back to regular downward dog. Heels moving down toward the floor. If you feel ready to straighten out through the legs, go ahead. And just taking a few breaths here, so not rushing into the pose necessarily, feeling into all those beautiful sensations as you move into downward dog, stretching through the backs of the legs, working into the shoulders, gently drawing your belly in. Is maybe alongside your arms, your upper arms, head in neutral spine position. One more breath here. And then begin to mosey your feet forward to meet your hands. And take a very short little forward fold with bent knees, curling right in. Just slowly rolling up one vertebra at a time. Coming up to stand at the top of your mat in mountain pose. Getting ready for 3 cycles of sun salutations to warm up. Bringing our palms together in prayer position, and then inhale, reaching up. Nice big tall reach. And as you exhale, folding forward, hands to the floor. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold, jump or step back into plank position and lower all the way down. Inhale, just taking a cobra to begin. Nice and slow, feeling into your spine, nice and careful. And knees to the floor. Exhale, lift back into downward dog. Holding here for 3 breaths. And walking your feet forward to meet your hands. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up, palms together. Exhale, hands to heart center. And again, inhale, reaching up. Exhale, folding forward, flowing with your breath. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold, jump or step back into and lower down. Inhale, upward dog or cobra. Exhale, lift back, downward dog. Finding your breath, taking your time and being patient with each inhalation and exhalation. No need to rush. Looking between your hands, jump or step your feet forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up, palms together. Exhale, hands to heart center. One last round. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold, jump or step. Lower down. Inhale, upward dog. Exhaling back into downward dog. 3 breaths. And looking between your hands, jump or step your feet forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, raising your arms up and taking hold of your wrist with the right hand. And we're going to reach over to the right, getting that nice long open line through your side body. And feel free here to maneuver a little if you want to drop that top shoulder forward or if you want to take it back and open up. And you can feel that beautiful line stretching into not just the side body, but you'll feel little pulls and tugs throughout different regions of your side body. Coming back up, change sides, holding onto the right wrist, reaching over to the left. And feel free to make some small movements. Good. And coming all the way back up. All right, palms come together. Take a breath. Hands in front of your heart center. Standing up nice and tall. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, coming down through chair. Holding chair for 5 breaths. Drawing in through your belly as you sit down into your hips, feeling your ankles working, feeling your legs and hips working, reaching and lengthening through your spine, lengthening all the way into your fingertips. And inhale, reach. Exhale, folding forward, hands to the floor, straightening out through your legs, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, jump or step back into plank. Lower down. Inhaling up. Exhale, downward dog. Taking a breath here. Inhale, raising the right leg up. Exhale, stepping your foot forward, dropping your back knee to the floor. So we're going to start with some lunging just to open up and stretch out through the hips before we go into our standing half moon series. So taking your hands to your front knee, softening down into your hips, feeling gravity drawing your hips down toward the floor, shoulders down away from your ears. And this is a little bit of a playful, expressive class. So if you feel inclined to allow the hands to drop or to open up, just go with whatever you're feeling drawn to. One more breath here. All right, hands to the floor, drawing in through your belly, tuck your back toes, taking it all the way back into downward dog. Take a full breath here between sides. And stepping the left foot forward, dropping the back knee to the floor, flatten your back foot. Finding your way into a low lunge. I always make jokes when I'm teaching this pose because I'm being expressive, but you can't see it. I'm actually really trying to do a little back bend here, but my back's not very mobile, so you can't see it. Anyways, one more breath here. And exhale, hands to the floor. Stepping back. Take a breath. Taking the right foot forward to the outer edge of your mat, back knee to the floor and flatten your back foot. Rolling through the hips to begin with, moving really carefully and mindfully. So no jerky movements. And part of what you're looking for or the experience that I'm hoping you have is to not just roll the hips back and forward, not just to move through that range of motion, but to actually feel all those beautiful little sensations that occur as you move your hip from one side to the other. And if you feel any little tight spots where it feels especially delicious or therapeutic, or even that, that edge of pleasure and pain, feel free to stay there and linger a little longer. Good. One more breath here. All right, so we're going to stay in this diagonal lunge in a static position now. Option here to just inhale and take the right arm up, going into a gentle twist, or to reach for the back foot, catching the toe. And this might look different for everyone. You can just hold the foot here. You might like to open up and drop that front knee out to the side as you drop your top shoulder back, pressing the floor away, and slowly release. Hand to the floor, tuck the back toe, and come back into downward dog. I can feel the difference between my left and right side. All right, taking it over to the left now, stepping your left foot to the outer edge of your left mat, starting with a little bit of rolling range of motion, hip activity, rolling rom. Hmm. And looking, I'm a bit of a sensation seeker, I must admit. So looking for those sensations, and if you do feel a little spot that is extra sensational, you can hang out there a little longer, taking the breath there. Good. Let's take one more breath here. And now coming to a static diagonal lunge as you inhale and open out to the side. Staying here in a twist or reaching for the back foot. Taking your time and then maybe opening out to the side. Dropping the top shoulder back, the front knee out in the opposite direction, and slowly release. And to the floor. Stepping the knee back. Let's take a short child's pose, keeping the arms reaching forward, forehead to the floor. Letting your hips be heavy. Taking 3 breaths here. One more breath. Excellent. Pressing your way up into downward dog just briefly. And coming onto your toes, getting ready to hop forward straight into malasana or garland pose. So trying to control your jump. Feet to the outer edges of your mat and dropping straight into malasana. And again, let's take that rolling kind of movement, bit of curiosity, moving the hips a little from side to side, feeling into your full kind of dimensions of your hip. And as a little fun strength activity, pressing the palms together, pressing down into your feet. Let's see if we can press all the way up, up, up. Heel toe your feet back together and take a breath. All right, let's get into some moonwalking. All right, inhale, reaching up. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold, jump or step back into plank. Lower down. Inhaling up. Exhale, lift back into downward dog. Take a full breath. So inhaling, raise the right leg up. Exhale, stepping the right foot forward. We're going to practice half moon first before we do our moonwalking. Walking your hands forward slightly, drawing in through your belly, starting to bring your weight over your front leg, right fingertips to the floor, and flexing through the left foot, keeping that left hip rolling down and nice and tense through the hip area. And this is what's going to help you stabilize. And then from there, taking the left arm up. Good. Pressing down into the standing foot and nice and strong through the supporting leg. Navel drawing in, shoulders down away from your ears. One more breath here. All right, slowly release. Hand to the floor. Both hands back to your mat and lower your toes to the floor. Let's vinyasa to the other side, stepping back into plank, lower down. Inhaling up. Exhale, downward dog. Inhaling, raising the left leg up. Exhale, stepping it forward. Already starting to ground down through that left foot. Taking your hands forward, reaching forward, and starting to shift your weight forward, anchoring down through the left fingertips and starting to float the back leg up, flex through the foot, keeping that right hip rolling down. Inhale, taking the hand up, shoulders down away from your ears, strong from fingertips to fingertips, strong from each foot up into your hips. And core is switched on, so navel drawing in, legs are nice and firm. Keep breathing. You can turn your head to look up or forward if you like, but I might fall over, so I'm just going to keep looking down. And slowly release, hand to the floor. Roll that hip down, both hands to your mat, step back, lower down. Inhaling up. Exhale, coming back through downward dog, just to walk yourself back into a nice, easy dangling forward fold. Nice and passive. You can even have backs of your hands to the floor if you like. Soft bend through the knees is an option. Couple more breaths here. All right. Releasing your hands to the floor. Soft bend through your knees. Come all the way up to standing. We're just going to take one breath here, upright, because we're going to be inverted for a few minutes. So just sort of give us a deep breath moment first. All right. So folding forward again, hinging forward at the hips, hands to the floor. So basically, we're going to step the left foot forward, raising the right leg up, and taking that leg open to the side. If you want to take your hand up, you can, but you don't have to this time because we're going to be dynamic and it is a bit of a playful series. Just feel free to keep your hand hovering wherever you like. Okay, both hands to the floor. Now rolling that hip down and taking the right foot forward and raising the left leg up. Half moon. Excellent. Now taking that leg down and forward, stepping forward and over to the other side. Good. Lower that foot to the floor, hand to the floor. Now taking it back and through. Let's go down the mat, moonwalking. Nice. Change sides, foot to the floor. Excellent. And both feet to the floor. Finding yourself in forward fold again, this time hooking your first two fingers around your big toes and drawing in. Two more breaths here. All right, release. Similar activity, but this time we'll do standing split version. So you're going to raise the right leg up, both hands to the floor this time. Upper body draws in, and then take the leg down and through. So you hug the hip in as if you're lifting your leg into its socket, into the hip socket, and then foot to the floor. Feeling your foot firmly on the floor, and then taking the left leg up. And down and swing through. And next leg, drawing the upper body in and through. One last time. And foot to the floor, and now we go back. Excellent. Foot to the floor. Let's do one more on the right leg. And both feet to the floor. This time, turning your toes out, moving your heels out slightly so you can come down into a nice relaxed malasana. Fingertips, thumbs pressing into your heart center. I can feel I got a little bit of a heat going through that series. A little bit of a mini sweat. Shoulders down away from your ears. And carefully lower your hips to the floor, taking your legs out in front. Forward folding, taking your hands forward. Letting this forward fold be a bit of a transitional wind down pose. So just moving into the pose, starting to go a little bit more internalized now. Drawing in through your belly as you fold forward. 2 more breaths here. And slowly come up, bringing the right foot in and turning to the left. So right foot in, turning to the left, going into a spinal twist. Excellent. And around and over to the other side, turning to the right. Sitting up nice and tall through the spine. Good. And from here, coming back to center, we're going to draw the left knee in, only to turn it internally. So dropping that knee down, nestling your foot into your thigh again. And from here, we're going to fold over the right leg. So folding and releasing forward, trying to keep the left hip anchoring down as best you can. Staying on this side just for a few breaths. Relax. I think I'm relaxing too much. We better move on. Okay, lifting up. I was going somewhere else. All right, so this side is going to feel a little more intense with this internal rotation of your hip. So now aligning yourself to fold forward over the left leg, walking your hands forward, and you might start to already feel a little bit of sensations through the hip, but that's okay because we're sensation seekers. All right, folding forward, just propping yourself up wherever you can. It's definitely okay to sway a little, move around a little, and explore. And slowly release. Now raising that knee up and taking your foot out and over to the outer edge or the outside of your right thigh, left foot to the outside of your right thigh, and going straight into seated spinal twist. Half Lord of the Fishes, Lord of the Fishes. So it's always nice when there's a little less technical instruction, there's a bit more space to have our own internal dialogue with our body. What sensations are you experiencing? What sensations do you feel yourself moving into or feeling like you want to explore? Slowly release. And let's do the other side, taking your right leg forward and your left foot in. Lifting up nice and tall and turning to the left to begin. And then around to the right. Slowly come back to center. Bringing the right knee in and folding it inwards. Laying over the left leg, folding forward. Relax, restore. I don't know why this feels so good, but it does. Okay, Sammy. We're moving on. Inhale, lifting up. And now coming over to situate yourself over that right leg, right thigh, and fold forward. Wow, I can definitely feel I'm much tighter on this side, which also explains a lot. Slowly come up. Raising the knee, the leg, and taking the foot up and over. Trying to ground down through that right hip and taking the left elbow to the outside of the right knee, turning, twisting to the right. Slowly unravel. Let's take both feet out in front and rock your knees from side to side, however it feels good for you. Just releasing through your lower back and your hips. Good. Very nice. And now coming down to lay on your back. Hug your knees into your chest. Lengthen your tailbone down toward the floor. Nice and long through your spine, getting a nice stretch through the front of the hips. And we're going to go from here into bridge pose and kicking over into plow. So feet to the floor, arms down alongside your body, pressing down into your feet, down into your palms as you tuck your tailbone and lift up, lifting up one vertebra at a time. Our spine is pretty warmed up, I would say, so feel free to go straight into bridge pose, interlocking your hands underneath your body, drawing your shoulder blades in toward each other. Once you feel like you've got nice firm foundation, and then focus on pressing down into that foundation as you lift through the hips and lift through your sternum, feeling your chest gradually moving in toward your chin, working into the thyroid glands, staying with your breath. Seeing if you can lift just a little higher. All right, so in preparation for going into plow, try and keep your shoulders where they are. Maybe take your hands to your lower back for support in helping you kick over. But we're trying to keep our shoulder blades pressing together. Then take your hands together again. And arms to the floor as you take your legs overhead, toes reaching for the floor. Lifting through your hips and long through your spine. So again, you've got that compression through the throat area. A little more intensely now in this pose. Hips are lifted. If you feel like you want to release your arms and just have them casually out to the side, go ahead. Or for support on your lower back. Sometimes I also like to reach fingertips to toes. Again, I can feel a really strong heat release. And one more breath here. Now let's try and reverse out of the pose the way we came in. So shoulder blades pressing together. Maybe hands to the lower back for support. Actually, definitely hands to the lower back for support. Catching your hips in your hands and lowering your feet to the floor. Finding yourself in bridge. I'm going to do a little hip rock from side to side here, letting my heels of my hands kind of work into my kidneys here. A little bit of self massage. Maybe a little spontaneous mama, who knows? And then slowly release your hands, lowering your spine to the floor, one vertebra at a time. Hug your knees in. And let's lay in just a very brief Shavasana, laying out flat, just allowing all that energy and blood flow to release and balance out through your body. Beautiful. All right, taking hold, the soles of your feet coming into happy baby. Your thighs moving down alongside your ribs, knees moving down toward the floor, and pressing the soles of your feet down as you lengthen your tailbone down toward the floor. Close your eyes, gently rocking from side to side if you like. If you're feeling pretty settled in the pose, inviting a little personal challenge in to see if you can move a little bit deeper. You may not physically move the knees closer towards the floor, but just that intention of moving deeper may increase the sensations in the hips. Now bringing the soles of your feet together, relax. And interlock your hands around your feet, holding into a suspended supine butterfly. Close your eyes and relax. All right, release. Feet to the floor. And straightening out through the right leg. Bending through the left knee. Taking your left knee across your body. And left arm out to the side, turning to look towards your left hand. Gently encouraging your knee and your shoulder down toward the floor, soft through your belly. We're going to take it just one step further here, optional. So now the focus will be rolling far enough that your knee comes to the floor, allowing the shoulder to come up off the floor, and then bending through the right leg, catching hold of the foot, drawing the foot in toward your hip, and then just relaxing. So you're still holding your foot, your knee is still to the floor, and then the rest of your body will just drop into a nice relaxed position, however that looks. Good. Slowly release your foot. Come back to center. Lay flat for a moment. Just jiggle your hips, rock your hips a little from side to side. And let's do the other side. Bending through the right knee, taking it across your body. And taking the right arm out at shoulder height, turning to look to the right. Knee and shoulder moving down toward the floor. All right. Now, bringing the right knee to the floor. Right shoulder is lifted. Bending the left leg, catching the foot. Drawing it in. And then allowing that top shoulder to drop back. Soft through your belly. Slowly release. Rotate back to center. Lay flat if you like, or take any stretch that your body is craving. I'm going to do a little wind releasing pose, just crossing the ankles, holding the feet. And again, just holding the feet suspended in the air, just like we did with butterfly. Relax. Let your whole lower body and your back be nice and soft. but feel free to move into another technique that feels more suitable for your body. Changing sides, one ankle, the other ankle over the other ankle. You know what I mean? Okay. Okay, sweet souls, it's the moment we've all been waiting for. It is Yoga Nidra time. Oh, yeah. Yoga dessert time. Actually, thoroughly enjoy the asana part. I must say, as much as I love Yoga Nidra, I also really love movement. But let us get comfortable and embrace this beautiful moment of stillness, relaxation, very little effort, no distractions. So I'll sit up to guide you through it, but please make yourself comfortable and grab a blanket, cushion, eye bag, whatever, whatever you like. And once you feel comfortable, actually entering into the pose with some intention. So feeling all the parts of your body that are in contact with the floor, feeling nice and heavy and grounded through the back of your body. And then doing a bit of a scan right from your feet all the way up your legs, your hips, your torso, your shoulders, your arms, maybe up your spine into your head. Just doing a full body personal check or scan, noticing any sensations throughout your body, or just even noticing senses of freedom or things that you can feel post practice. And now moving from here into a guided relaxation. So all you need to do is relax each body part as I mention it. Starting by taking your awareness all the way down to the soles of your feet. Relax your toes from your big toes to your little toes. Relax the soles of your feet. And feel your heels resting on the floor, getting heavier and heavier. Relax into your ankles. And feel your shin bones to be heavy. Feeling your calf muscles to be soft and relaxed. Relax your knees from the knee joints to all of the tissues surrounding your knee joints. Relax your thighs, your inner thighs and outer thighs, tops of your thighs, and your hamstrings. Relax your left hip and your right hip. softening into your pelvis and softening into your belly. Feeling the sides of your torso melting down toward the floor. Relax into your lungs, your ribs, and all the muscles in between each rib. Feeling your heart center to be soft and light. Feeling your whole chest region to be nice and relaxed. Relax your shoulders from the tops of your shoulders down and around your shoulder blades. Releasing any unconscious tension that may be stored in your shoulder region. Relax your upper arms, your elbows, and your forearms. Soften into your wrists and soften into your fingers. Become aware of the gentle prickling sensation of prana circulating your palms. Now gently guiding your awareness to your lower back area. Feeling your sacrum broadening and releasing. Relax your lower back. Relax your middle back. Relax your upper back and your neck. Feel all the muscles either side of your spine softening and releasing. Feeling your spinal column to be relaxed and soft. And your central nervous system relaxed and soft. And even though we may not be able to consciously realize or experience the full benefits that our practice has to offer, just trusting the process and trusting the impact of all the benefits that come from relaxation, from stretching and breathing, from working with our nervous system to release tension, and trusting just how much good that does for our body and for our mind. And beginning to relax into your face and your jaw, letting your eyes be heavy and soft. And letting your mouth and your tongue be heavy and soft. Your entire body is heavy and relaxed, and you feel safe and warm and easily able to slip into a deep state of relaxation. Nothing else to do and nowhere else to be for the next couple of minutes. Just simply rest and relax. Now slowly starting to come back into awareness of your breath. And starting to stretch out into your limbs if you like. And rolling over onto your side and taking your hands like a little cushion underneath your cheek, resting for a moment. Maybe just delighting in how you feel after your practice. Nice cozy feeling, I hope. And then making your way up to sitting. We'll finish up with a little chant. Just joining in as you feel comfortable. So we'll sing the mantra Gopala, Govinda Rama, Madana Mohana. 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 Haribo. All right, let's finish our practice bringing our palms together in prayer position, bowing to offer our respects to each other, and bowing once more to offer our respects to the Supreme Soul. Namaste. Thank you so much. So lovely to practice with you.